Yeah. It's crazy how you can not know somebody, but when they pass away, it affects you. Or affect the way you look at things. Wayne, let's get it.
Damn, I miss Nipsey, Mac Miller, and Kobe. Shit just ain't the same, and it's wrecking my brain. Fuck the fame, man, it's not why I came. My aim is much higher, you wouldn't understand. You busy with these hoes and chrome tires. Peasant shit, nothing I desire. Maybe before when I was immature, but I'm destined for more. The essence of a hero, but a Gemini and the other face is Kratos. Get the fuck about my way, bro. Give a fuck about how'd your day go. If it don't pay dough, I'm trying to feed the fam. I told them I had a plan, and I can't fall short. I gotta take off like I'm Luka Doncic, you know. 207 mil on the deal, yeah, cause shit is real out here. Government stripping rights, I fear. So I'm gripping the mic, give them a load of my freedom of speech. I know that you feeling the heat and it's all me. Sheesh. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. Bag it and tag it as a classic. These niggas is average. They thought I couldn't miss before. Watch me skyrocket my average. I mastered my talents by watching the masses, crafting my own elements. Now look at this guy, or a supernova explosive, popping the top off of rappers with a pen dog. I John Wick y'all, cause you're nothing but a lapdog in the backyard, acting like you trap hard for the gram to get a grand. This is sad. Find your identity, cause that's a fatality. Just saying, quit the capping. I know that I'm snapping. They snapping pics, I just live in the moment. Better yet, on my Jill Scott, living life like it's golden. What I got is potent, putting rappers on notice. I'm just saying, quit the capping. I know that I'm snapping. They snapping pics, I just live in the moment. Better yet, on my Jill Scott, living life like it's golden. What's up? I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. All those solo nights, night was created, infatuated with the art of the rhyme. Telling stories with metaphors really kept me alive. What a beautiful high. You can call me optimist, just don't call it my prime. And I know I've been missing in action. Sorry, I was fighting depression and fear of losing my passion, but look at this magic. Voila. This is crack off the stove like I'm Hove, and I'm selling it in bulk like it just got off the boat. Shout out to the folks who hold me down from Baltimore to Texas. This is power of the blessings. Faith in my heavenly Father, I never second guessed him. That's just out of the question. My brother Paul, me killing demons with the word when I tell him that I've been stressing. So I keep them close like a weapon. Not really sure when it's turned in my confessions, but now you know. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now.
I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, man? Last time we did this, damn, my voice really. That's how you know. Even though I didn't go to the game last night, that's how you know my voice got messed up on playback, man. It's crazy. Let me adjust this. I always have a hard time adjusting my damn mic setup. Like it'll be where I need it, and then it'll start falling off or whatever the case may be. All right. Everything clear? Everything clear. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing, man? This is your boy TGK here on TGK TV. This is Morning Mavness, right? This is these episodes are more of a rare occasion. Obviously, this is a unique situation where it is Memorial Day, so definitely just want to salute to everyone enjoying their Memorial Day. Those that are off, be thankful for the day, right? And those that have to work through it, I understand. I've been there. If you got to work on this day, hey, man, it's part of the grind, unfortunately. But one day, you'll be able to have Memorial Day off. It probably has taken me 16 years before I finally ever had a Memorial Day. This is my first Memorial Day off in over like 16, 17 years. I don't know, something like that. Roughly. I'm old, right? I'm old, but I'm young. You know what I'm saying? Like, I let them young kids hate on you. You know what I'm saying? But no. But anyway, y'all like, man, this makes no sense. What the hell are you talking about? Memorial Day. I get those off all the time. Well, for some of us, we couldn't get them off because the line of work that I was in, they didn't care about work-life balance. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're here, man. We're going to have a good time today. What a win it was last night. What a win it was last night. And I think with everything being said around the league about the Mavericks and Game 3, well, actually, with the lack of things being said about the Mavericks and all that thing and all the things associated with them, all I want to say is to everyone that doubted the Mavericks, to everyone that overlooked them, dismissed them, you can no longer deny them. You cannot deny the Dallas Mavericks. And that is going to be the running theme today. I have seen none of the national media reaction this morning. I stayed away from it because I wanted to live react to it with y'all. But first, before we even get into that, man, if y'all know of a video y'all want me to see, I saw Brian Windhurst. I saw like a thumbnail, but I didn't see what he said. I see a thumbnail that says all eyes on Luka and Kyrie. Oh, is it really the Hoop Collective? Undisputed, going crazy. We're going to get to all of that. But, I want to start somewhere else. I want to start with a Mavs content creator. Okay? That's what I want to do. I want to start with a Mavs content creator out there by the name of... Y'all going to know. Y'all going to know as soon as I pull this up. Hold on. Panda Hank 41. He does all the Mavericks team highlights. We're not here to watch no Timberwolves highlights. So let's watch yesterday's Game 3 highlights real quick, and then we'll start reviewing some national media takes. I'll open up the chat here to get a couple of folks in here. Again, thank you so much for being here. I know it is Monday morning. Y'all could be doing other things. Hopefully I caught you at a good time, because if you're already doing stuff, then damn, I need to go join y'all where y'all are at. But yeah, if y'all don't mind dropping a like on the video, goes a long way. For those on Twitter, if y'all don't mind coming to YouTube and just dropping a like and supporting the channel, that'll help as well. It helps the channel grow. All right, man, let's check out these highlights that Panda Hank put together. Let me see if I could do it this way. All right, there we go. Full screen, and I'm still on screen. Let's get it.
Bear on top, and Gafford is on him, and here comes Edwards. Conley, corner. It's Towns driving out.
Block that.
He has the collision in mid-flight to Gafford, who is down on all fours.
Panda Hank does an amazing job, man.
Gafford is up. Gafford, it's in the corner, and this is a three.
We're going to need Gafford more if Lively don't come back.
Gobert's on him.
Nice.
Open with the blitz corner. Jones three. Washington and Jones off to a good start.
Hey, if I can, man, I need to give the Dallas Mavericks crowd a lot of credit. They deserve a lot of credit last night. I was there for Game 6. It was insane. It was bonkers. You saw the vlog. It was crazy. Last night's crowd deserves a lot of credit as well. I was on Spaces. I was listening to some Spaces, and then they were criticizing the crowd, like they wanted them to take their shirts off and go crazy and this and that. And I'm like, we're trying to get them to keep their shirts on. You get what I'm saying? But I think, and it's not, people in Spaces that probably don't understand. I think it's really the TV that doesn't do it justice. But if you listen to the TV and you turn it up and you can hear the crowd, like if you can hear the crowd on the television mid play, that's how you know they're pretty active. And the Dallas Mavericks crowd last night was hella active. Even when I was there, it was insane, bro. When I was there, it was insane. And I'm pretty sure Game 3 was just as insane. And you can only imagine what Game 4 is going to be like. So I would say at this point, we need to stop. Video choppy as hell. Which video? My video ramble? Me? Or the Panda Hank video? Let me see. Oh, let me pull up my phone and see what you're talking about. You know how internets be in the morning? Nah, I don't know how they be in the morning. Let me double check here. Let's see if I look choppy. I don't look choppy. It don't look choppy. All right, cool. Thanks, Panda video choppy. Oh, okay. All right, but yeah, I'll get off my soliloquy and let's get back to this video. I changed it to 1080p. So y'all see here, 1080p 60 HD. Let's see how it looks.
From that three-point line.
And that's Jones' story of the series.
There's a turnover. Doncic loses his balance. Conley up there, screened by Gafford. It's 1-on-1, 3 Luka. Irving, 3-on-2.
Oh, it does look choppy. I wonder why. Hold on. It does look choppy. Playback speed normal. What about 720? What if I move it to 720?
Two through traffic into the rack.
About to do some science experiments here.
The ball kicks it out. They'll reset on top. It's Washington.
I'm watching with y'all.
And that's back-to-back possessions.
There's an opening for Washington in the corner for Jones and across the lane to Lively.
All right, that sort of helps it. Let's just do. How about let's just not watch the video since it is choppy. Yeah, let's do that. Your video is good. It's the Panda highlights that was choppy. Yeah, I don't want to watch anything in 480. I don't want y'all to watch anything in 480. But y'all go check out Panda Hank, man. He does a great job. People keep putting down the crowd. I was at games 4 and 6 for the first 2 series. We were hyped throughout the game. Yeah, man. I think people got to lay off of the crowd. You spending a lot of energy hating on the crowd when you can just recognize that they are having a great time, man, and they are loud. Oh, Brown, what's up? What up, TGK? Mavs and 4. Hope D live is all good. Let him rest next game and end this series. Oh man, yeah, that's tough. Cause I feel like you do need him. If Dwight Powell plays for an extended amount of time, it presents issues for you. But he does play well against the Timberwolves. If you've seen how he played against them during the regular season, he was able to survive in his time last night. I thought he did pretty good. Honestly, I thought he did pretty good. The thing is, he has no rim protection. He did get a good block on Anthony Edwards. I was very happy that he got that. But you much rather have Lively out there. But if we go get this next win without him, that'll be big. But you already know closeout games are the hardest ones. And it's going to be tough, man. It is going to be tough. Stick says, I got my videos, but my audio had playback in the background going on. Accident. It ruined the sound. I got to figure out someone who can edit the audio channels from the raw feed. Yeah, I don't know how to help you there, Sticks.
I just asked you a question.
And I'm giving you a fucking answer.
Literally took words out of my mouth. Pause. Frank says, did you see Woj reported Lively's test on next strain? He said test came back okay. So I guess that's positive. Yeah. I have not seen it though. Nancy said, "Good morning, Mavs win," but I was told we don't play defense. Yeah, I was told that too. Do y'all know of Austin Rivers? Y'all know if Austin Rivers responded today or is reacted today? Let's see. Let's get started on reviewing these folks and see if they said anything. Juan Romo said we gave them three games. Can't, man. Imagine saying we gave them 2 games. What about this third one? You give us this third one too? You know, that's funny. When is Maxey coming back? They said it, from what I heard, that they were saying like games 5 or 6 he'd be able to come back. We need to knock this out. We need to end this series now. That way, when he does come back, it's for the finals and he's ready to go. You know how big it is going to be for this team to have really good rest going into the finals. Like, you have to. You got to sell out for Game 4. Actually, you got to act like Game 4 is Game 7. Actually, you got to act like you're down 0-3. The Mavericks have to come out even more desperate. Like that needs to be the mentality. Thankfully, with Kyrie, he brings this his aura, right? This calming aura that he has, and he's able to, galvanize the troops and get them in good positions to win, but also keep everything in perspective. I think they know they don't want to go back to Minnesota, and they want to finish this now. So I'm not worried about them. I just hope the mental is like, we need to be even more desperate. We need to play desperate. We need to go and get this win. Big J in the building.
I got a big amount. I took a different route. I am the pick of the little.
He says, now I am hearing that the Timberwolves are too young and inexperienced. Mike Conley, Gobert, Cat aren't rookies. They just aren't any good. That is funny. That is funny. See, I give Anthony Edwards a little bit of a pass when it comes to his facilitating, right? I don't think he's that great of a offensive facilitator and running the offense over and over again, right? That's why I want the Mavericks to put him in positions where he has to run the offense, because he's going to turn the ball over. He's going to make bad decisions. That's the only person I'm giving a pass. That is the only person I'm giving a pass, because I actually love Anthony Edwards' game, personality, everything. I think he's going to be great for the game of basketball. But these other dudes, they've been in the league for a long time. Cat, I think 9 years. Gobert, probably over 10. Mike Conley, definitely over 10. These guys are not young and inexperienced. Jaden McDaniels, maybe. But even then, you're in the Western Conference Finals. You beat the Denver Nuggets. Where was the excuses then? No excuses there, right? It's insane, Big J. It's insane, man. Master Fame in the building.
Because shit's going good, right? So write some positive shit.
I'm awake for now. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all night last night, man. I know as soon as the game ended, I was in my bed, pulled up We Talk Mavs, did my comments, checked it out, woke up, finished the rest of it. Great. It was a great night. I got some good sleep. D-Star, we're going to have to hit our threes if Lively is out. We are. Juan Romo said Kyrie's 14-0 in those closeout games, TGK. Yeah, man. Time to go 15-0. And said, I still don't feel like they could beat us. No way. All right, man. I need links, man. Y'all send me these links where they say these things. What is Austin Rivers' peanut head ass saying now? Yeah, I'm trying to see, man. Boss man shouted y'all in his reaction. Really? Hold on. Let's can we live react to Boss Man right quick? Let's live react to Boss Man. Salute to Boss Man, bro. Salute to Boss Man. Let me make it like this. Cause YouTube been tripping lately. Like whenever I'm showing like another video of another content creator, they start saying, "Oh, we're sensing a warning that you're blah blah blah." So try to make it as little as possible. Pause. 480. I guess we'll leave it at 480. Move it up here. All right, let's look out for the shout out.
Dunks 2024 playoffs. They got 45 alley-oop dunks. 45. That's crazy.
80 from like the midi, bro. This shit is insane.
Man. Was that a block or he just airballed it? Like what type of what am I looking at? Like what am I looking at? What are they doing? Pulling the Kobe right now, dog.
That's tough.
That was nice. That was nice. Alexander Walker, tough. Ooh, he did him in the nuts. He did him in the nuts. Damn, he got hit. What's going on?
Did Adam Silver make a call? Did Adam Silver make a call? Or what? You got a text for doing a problem.
I don't know what the hell's going on right now. The refs ruining the game, low key. Ooh.
Oh, was he watching the game live?
He might have a good
Yeah, hit in the back of the head. He got kicked in the nuts.
He get fucked up out there, man. He get fucked up out there, bro.
What's the timestamp, Master Fame?
Draymond on the court.
Now look, man. This not for everybody on Twitch right now, bro. This for the YouTube universe. I'm not talking to the guys that's locked in with me on Twitch, bro. This is for the YouTube. Some of y'all may know. Some of y'all may not know. But dog, last time we reacted to the goddamn Dallas Mavericks versus Minnesota Timberwolves, game 2. Hey, bro, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but we went viral, bro. We went freaking viral, bro. My goodness. 1 point something million, bro. Insane, bro. I was right to the Dallas Mavericks. T-Wolves game 2. Luka Doncic hit the stat back over Rudy Gobert, the defensive player of the year. Y'all know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? I know what I mean when I do these. Defensive player of the year. He hit that shot, bro. I went crazy. A Mavericks fan page took that clip. Well, actually, it was somebody else, but he took that from somebody else and posted. And man, oh man, seeing him around the world, crying my eyes out, bro, for Luka Doncic dagger. I say all that to say, T-Wolves, I've been rooting for y'all. I've been counting y'all boys, and y'all have let me down game after game. Bro, I even went on my boy, shout out to my boy, TJK. I went on I hope I'm saying his name right, TJK pregame show. I went on a pregame show, and I said, yo, Wolves, they gonna take this game 3. They play better on the road. You feel me? And me and the guys on Twitch was watching the game. We watched one half of the game, bro. And I didn't see no sense of urgency from the Wolves. I didn't see no sense of urgency from freaking Anthony Edwards. I don't know what happened in the second half, but if I had to base the first half off the whole entire game, it's not looking good for the Wolves. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I watched the first half with the guys on Twitch, turn the game off because Karl Anthony Towns was giving me a goddamn headache. Karl Anthony Towns turned into Draymond Green. He was kicking guys in the nuts. He gave Lyle a concussion, bro. Like, Karl, you out there with your construction hat on. You turn to Bob the Builder. You laying down a layer of bricks all over the court, and you hitting people in the nuts and kicking them, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to this. I appreciate that, Master Fame. Appreciate that. That's hilarious. I gotta go back and finish this when I can. Cause I want to see what. Oh, Stephen A. We got Stephen A. talking Mavs. And I was on Spaces last night on Twitter, and someone brought up the idea that Luka. That Kyrie is like helping Luka learn how to win in these crucial moments, and it went crazy in that space. And I'm like, bro, Kyrie has a positive impact on this team. Whether how someone words it, whatever the case may be, Luka even acknowledges it. Kyrie has been a difference maker for us, and the fact that he's able to bring calmness to these situations like that and bring perspective for Luka, it goes a long way, bro. So. For those that are still trying to be anti-Luka, anti-Kyrie, man, you stand account's going to have a hard, long summer to deal with because I ain't dealing with you. But anyway, let's get back to this video. Okay, I got you. Mic check, mic check. We back in here. Does the mic sound good? My bad, guys. Appreciate y'all. You know, because anytime I move this stuff, it just starts going all over the place. But we'll just, I mean, need to review it over here as well. Let me see. Good. My bad, guys. Appreciate y'all. You know, because anytime I move. All right. Yeah, my bad, guys. My bad. Did y'all hear anything I said previously? Basically, I was just saying that these guys need to give the Mavericks defense more credit than what they're alluding to. Like, enough of all this BS, bro. Like, just say that the Mavericks defense is what is impacting their efficiency and their ability to be impactful in these games. And then Anthony Edwards needs to stop with the whole taking threes. You know what I'm saying? Like, after you miss 7, bro, just take everything to the basket. Hell, after you miss 5 in a row, just take everything to the basket. All right, let's see what Stephen A. Smith is about to say, man. I'm fearful. Not fearful, but I already know he's about to say some. He's about to have a bad take here, man.
You're not the beard. You're not the system. You're the problem.
Hold on. My guy Joe in the building, man. My guy Joe in the building. He says, I was out celebrating last night and met 2 dudes, Salvador and Juan, who are huge Mavs fans. I showed them your show and We Talk Mavs. They are good to go. Hope to see those dudes in here. Hey, that's dope, man. Joe, appreciate it, man. I appreciate anyone, specifically you as well, but I always appreciate anyone that's trying to put other Mavs fans on these shows. You know, it does mean a lot. I ain't gonna lie. It really, really does. And the reason for that, you know, it's hard to get these kind of videos from the ground up without like corporate or network support to get off the ground. So you really have to do a lot of like grassroots marketing and grassroots connections and so on and so forth. And like I always say, man, I always give credit to We Talk Mavs. Without them, this pregame show ain't here. And without them, I don't get over the stage fright of doing live content. So again, all credit. I always give all credit to We Talk Mavs, always and forever. But I always give credit to y'all for always pushing new Mavs fans to come and check out this kind of content, man. I know it ain't everybody's cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? I know I definitely have a different style. I try to make it more personable. You know, that's my style, is to make it more personable and connect with people on even on the ground level, man. I have some of y'all's phone numbers. You know, y'all we're all in each other's DMs. You know, I'm in Discord with y'all. Like we're on Instagram. You know, y'all send me reels, right? So it goes beyond just the shows. The support is beyond my wildest dreams, to be honest with you, and it has put a lot of things in perspective. That as long as you stick with it, you continue with it, make sure it's a passion first, right? This excuse my language, this shit's a passion to me. So this is fun for me, and the fact that people are able to connect to it and enjoy it, this is me. This ain't no something that I'm putting on. I'm not putting on no front, right? You see me have technical difficulties all the time. So I appreciate y'all being here, man, and means a lot. And Sticks, of course.
I just asked you a question.
And I'm giving you a fucking answer.
Pause on being in the DMs. You is in my DMs, though. Is you not? You in my DMs. Hey, we got Latte in the building. Will you watch the next game live? I hope so. But I don't know so. And I also don't think so. Them prices are insane, man. Hey, we got Locked in here. What's up, Facts? Yes, sir. Let's see. TGK, and we do radio drops in here. Yes, we do.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Let them hate on that. You know what I mean? Hold on, there we go. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank God he didn't say he was sliding into our DMs. No. Only slide into your DMs, Sticks, to send you the link to the channel. But appreciate you, Joe. Appreciate you very much, man. Appreciate all y'all as well for just helping push this channel. Definitely leave a like on the video if y'all haven't hit a like. We have 25. That is amazing for a morning show. I'm always amazed by things, man. I'm easily amazed. Man, look, man. That was such a lame ass reason as to why why the blame? You know what I'm saying? I know the moderators handle this. Hold on. I was about to say, I don't know why YouTube's saying they're holding that comment, Sticks. That's weird. I don't have any holds on my stuff. So that's really weird. That's weird. That's weird. You should be able to comment those things. But no, Stephen A. That was just a lame ass excuse and reason for why he thought the Mavericks were beating the Timberwolves. Like the fact that he went the route of Anthony Edwards and calling out Kyrie. Like, bro, that is not why they're losing though. Kyrie has been playing him, but the reason they're losing, Mr. Stephen, man, give me the camera. The reason they're losing, Stephen A., is because I called it in the preview of this Western Conference Finals. Maybe if you check out the channel, you'd know. I said that this opponent was going to unlock Kyrie and Luka for the simple fact that they don't have anybody to guard them. Not because Anthony Edwards called them out. That had nothing to do with it. They were going to get unlocked regardless. And now you're having to come up with this copium of reasonings as to why you think the Timberwolves ain't keep it up. No, the Timberwolves are a matchup hell for themselves to be able to guard and deal with Luka and Kyrie. Stephen A., you know basketball. Why are you running with these narratives and putting the blame on the Timberwolves and not giving the credit to the Dallas Mavericks? You, sir, do not know basketball. And let me go and introduce my guest that might make me even more madder. Let's get it going.
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit.
You like how I did that, Sticks? You like how I did that?
Yeah, it works. Here. Let me go sideways. It'll look better on your feed. There we go. So
you like how I turned it up for Stephen A. Got mad, and then I brought
that's right.
in more
You brought in me. Yeah, you brought in me. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm going to tell you right now, that lower bowl, them people with all the money down there where I was sitting, they weren't happy with me. Like, they weren't ready for my energy at all. Like, they were giving me dirty looks. I had people staring at me. People were like, those two fans in front of me when I was screaming about him crying the most, they looked back at me, and I was like, I literally looked right in their face, and I was like, yeah, he cries. I don't care what you've been told. He cries. And then I was like, I started screaming at him, and I was like, welcome to the Mavs defense. And dude, he was all quiet. So I know, like, literally, I'm not kidding. Like, I hurt the back of my head. I screamed so loud to make sure that fool could hear me. And dude, it was, they're just not the same. Like, but that's like my dad and I have always been that way at games. I mean, we've always been, and like, just people are just like, oh my God, like this guy's so screaming loud. And like, when they went on that run, like the fans were really good. Do you know what's wrong with fans is when they went on that run and Lively was out, everybody got all sad. Ant does that poster dunk, and instead of the fans getting excited at that point, even like the announcers weren't like, "Come on, Mavs!" Like that's when they should be pumping the crowds up. Like, don't let them have the momentum. And Ant literally, what have I been saying? Don't let him ego dunk. Don't let him ego dunk. That's the only thing he thrives off of. And he posterized Gafford, and then our team went down. Ant makes a couple shots. The Ant fans are up going, "Ooh!" And I'm like, "Sit down. Y'all still losing." And I'm screaming at them. And like all the fans are all on that side, they're all upset faces. And I'm like turning around, looking, I'm like, what are y'all doing? I can't say that, you don't want to say that bomb, get in trouble. I'm like, get up. I was like, let's go, man. Defense. And like everybody's just looking at me like I'm the crazy dude. And I'm like, you people suck. I sat down. I was like, God, man, it's bull. Like you gotta, like that's when the fans need to be there. Like we gotta you can't let the offense of the other team shut your momentum down. Yep. And then after we start coming back, then the announcers are like, defense, let's go, man. It's like, man, we need better announcers that know when to generate the crowd. It's easy to get the crowd going when you're up by 10 and 15 and 12 and lobbing. Like that's the easy time. Yep. Like you need to be there when we're down. That's when the fans need to do it. So, but I mean, the fans were really good outside of that moment. I mean, it was loud as hell. It was bonkers. Like, I'm just glad for my kid. That's because I've been in a conference final with the Stars. I've been to plenty of playoff games. I've seen a lot. And I'm actually, as much as it sucked that Lively got injured, because that really, that's not good. And I hope to God that he looked terrible. Like he was walking all on the side, and I'm like, ooh, that does not look good at all. But at the end of the day, because of that game got close again. And so the end was absolutely nuts because of the way we ended that. And you don't get that experience if we're blowing them out by 20. So, like, to some levels, it was great because my kid's been beaming from ear to ear for like 4 days, waiting for that game. They get to see that. I mean, he's just smiling constantly in all his photos. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to get him to smile in photos. So it was a good experience.
Man, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's awesome because, like, I can only imagine being a kid again and my dad taking me to the game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a great moment for him, man. So damn, I was about to ask you. So, what'd you think of the game? But you already went off, on your own soliloquy without me even prompting you.
Yeah, I had to get that out. I mean, the game was good. I mean, it was really good.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
You recently went to a Stars game, right? A Stars playoff game.
My kid did. My little one did. I didn't.
Damn.
But I've been to Stars games, and Stars. You can't touch hockey fans. Really? Like hockey fans cheer for everything and anything. Like you can't beat Stars fans. So, but I would say last night, especially at the end of that game, there's nothing louder than that. I mean, you literally couldn't talk to the guy next to you. I mean, it was everybody's on their feet screaming. Yeah, I mean, there's no way to be any louder than that was at the end of the game. So
yeah, that was the vibe I got when I went to Game 6. Like at the end of the game, it was just full throttle intense, man. It was crazy. So, and I know people want to complain about our crowd, but it's like, come on, man. We're in the playoffs.
I mean, let's put it this way.
They do good, man.
They do fine. And trust me, if I yelled anymore, I wouldn't be able to talk right now. I'm already hurting today from the amount of yelling I was doing. Of course, I yell a little louder, and I might have been. So I got a big reaction, though, at one point. Yeah. When Powell came back in the game, they put him in for a minute. He went out. He came back in, and they were at the free throw line, and they put him back in. And I screamed, "Let's go, Powell! 40 games of rest, baby. You got energy. Let's do it." I was and like I said, I'm loud, and I'm 20 rows off the floor where those seats were. So I know those dudes can hear me. There's no way you don't hear me because I always wait till it quiets so that when I scream, there's no mistaking. Everybody hears what I say. So yeah, I'm that guy.
That's good, man. We need like Noah said here. Let me update this. Noah said we need 20,000 of sticks in the Mavs arena. Yes,
these players be crying if you had 20,000 of me and they're screaming at them. My dad and I have gotten in trouble at games for yelling so damn much at people. We've almost gotten in fist fights at games because the other fans can't take it. Those Ant fans were not happy with me when I started talking about him crying more than anybody. They literally dead ass turned and looked at me, and I'm like, "What? He does." I'm like, I don't give a shit that you sit up here in the big boy seats. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna talk.
And then your arch nemesis Joe.
Yeah.
He had some words for you. He said Sticks was out there representing. Mad props to that fool. He's still annoying, though. Laugh my freaking ass off.
Yeah, kiss my ass, Joe.
Joe says your voice is fading in and out like you're perfect, then too far away. I'm trying to find a balance where I'm not hunching over. So I think right here should be good. Right here should be good. My bad, man. All right, you ready to review this video with Frank sent me this.
Yeah, I got about 5 more minutes before I got to hit my appointment. I'm actually working at least a little bit today.
All right, well look at you, man. I'm working too.
Business owner and working. Look at it.
People consider this work. Oh, we heard Paul. Sticks, where do you think they rank as backcourts in all time in history?
I mean, right now you could arguably say they're the best. You can't help but say it. I mean, how many teams have 2 guys that can stand up there and like Luke and Kyrie were talking about it? Who do you cover? I mean, Kid talked about it too. Who do you cover? Like you can't. So I mean, there's always the superstar, but you rarely see the secondary guy that can do the same thing, and that's what they have. And they can both facilitate. So you can't. A lot of times you have the one shooter and you have the one facilitator. You've got 2 facilitators that can make and get these other guys wide open. So how many times this year have we seen Exum hit a 3, unfortunately, on the playoffs? PJ, DJJ, I mean, all these guys because of what these 2 have created for open shots. I mean, you just don't have. And then if they got to get it, they get it. I mean, I mean, look at the shots they both made this year. It's insane. And what I've watched, I've never seen it. So
Yeah,
not for two of them.
and I agree, man. We're talking about Luka being an all-time, like, how would I probably I always call him the greatest equalizer, man. Like, he is just an all-time player, man. And then when you look at Kyrie being one of the most gifted offensive weapons as well, it's just like Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, they're a good duo. But let's be honest, Klay is fourth out of those four. You know what I'm saying? Klay is fourth out of those four. MJ and Pimpin. I'm always talking about Pimpin. There we go. Let's talk about Scottie and Jordan. Yeah, they got 6 chips. It's kind of hard to argue that, right? But from an offensive perspective, they ain't touching Luka and Kyrie. I mean, think of another offensive duo. I can't think of another offensive duo. Joe Dumars, right, and Isaiah Thomas. I had to do some more research on that just to see where they rank. But nah, man, I really don't see how people could really point at them and say that they're not top 10 or top 1 of all time. Let me see here. My guy Built Different said this laggy, gang. Is the video laggy or my? Because it don't look laggy.
It's always the video. It's not you. Yours is coming in fine. I don't know if you got too many browsers up or something and it's causing it to lag when it's trying to play the videos. I don't know. You have this every now and then problem. And it could be just simply you got too many things going on in the background. Your processor's having a hard time running the videos while the stream's going.
Yeah, probably. Let me see. Let's just try to lower the video. I wouldn't say don't focus.
I don't know.
Too
It's
much
about
on
lower.
the video,
I don't know. It's lower, and it's probably just the browser itself trying to play is probably struggling to run fluidly through the stream.
Yeah, only have to
because whether you went 480, 1080, it doesn't matter what it is. It's done the same. It's not really changed. So
yeah, this is why. Let me see where my processor's at. It's at It's only at 36%.
Yeah, there's a couple different. I mean, you could memory. I mean, there's so many things. You also got going through that Elgato, so there's a couple variables. I mean, it's you don't normally have the problem, but it's every now and then you see it happen. Today, it's happening worse for you.
Gotcha.
So.
Oh well. Well, don't focus on the video. Just focus on what they're saying because that's what we're really here for.
Yeah, let's focus on. Let's go, Mavs. I'm sorry.
Basketball is obvious.
Oh my God! I knew that was coming. You heard what he said, Sticks? All these guys got rings.
It's still a valid thing. I mean, that's the same thing with like even in all sports. Until you get the rings, it really doesn't matter, right? I mean, I got MVPs, I got all this, but look at James Harden and Westbrook.
Wait.
They ain't one of the greats.
It's a little bit different in the NBA, though, Sticks. You could make the Hall of Fame without a ring.
I mean, you make the Hall of Fame in every sport without a ring, but nobody's going to sit and consider you the greatest guys without rings. That's the thing.
Right. No, I get that. But when we're talking about like duos and what this duo currently is in this current moment, yeah, it's hard to look at. Like if you compare Curry and Thompson, and you look at those two, are you going to how would you rank that, right? How would you rank it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that, but these guys have always been this way on media, and we know they're going to hate on the Mavs regardless. Like, that's my point I've been making for the last few months, right? Everybody was like, oh, they're screwing him out of the MVP, and I get it, but at the end of the day, you want to shut them up and go beat them. It's the same thing I tell my kids. I mean, you want to shut someone up, go beat them. Until I don't want to hear you complain and let you beat. Do what nobody else has done, and then they won't have anything else to talk about.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's the reality of sports, and we're already hated. So, this is going to be one of the greatest stories in the history of sports when we win this, because of what they've done to Luka, the way Kyrie's been treated, the storyline of Lively, the redemption of, some of these guys. I mean, it's going to be an insane storyline for the history of sports when we win this. Let me say that when we win this.
Yeah, it's going to be insane, bro. I cannot.
And then we get off.
Dare I say, Skip has been very surprising to me lately. And obviously, I'll be a victim of the homerism in a moment, but um, he's not like fully on like I'm just supporting the Mavericks, right? Or I'm just hating on the Mavericks. He's not on that. Like obviously, he was choosing his team when they were the Oklahoma City Thunder. He was rocking with his team, and so whenever he's saying these things like they're making a case, like I think that's fair. I think that was the most fair thing you could say in this moment right now, that they are now making a case that they are one of the best duos, right? And so I'm appreciative of that because I think that is the right way to look at it. I do think they are making a case right now. If you want to look at the clutchest duos of all time, think of it. Like just think of it, right? Right now, obviously, yes, we're 5 games away from a championship, but right now, think of all the players in history. Was there two that are as clutch as there ever were together at the same time? And I'm just talking about the players that they are right now, the players that they've been in the past, and the capabilities that they have. Think of it. It's not to say that, oh, it's too early, they need championship. No, I'm just saying, like, we're just talking basketball. Enough with the narratives and all this extra stuff that, they want required to make these guys what they are. Damn well Luka's been clutch his entire year, his entire career. Kyrie's been clutch. Kyrie has hit the clutchest shot. Now you pair these two together, it is hard not to say, yeah, this is the clutchest duo on that merit alone. And now they've been doing it all playoffs long. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Let me read some comments. Let's see what y'all saying. Big J says the Celtics have not played any team at full strength during this run. We beat the number one seed. We beat the number one seeds, the best defense, and starting off beating a team with 4 top 75 all-time players. That's what I'm saying. I think the Mavericks are going to be well battle-tested come time for the finals, and the Celtics are not. Let me see. What the F? Why not keep that same energy with the Celtics? Yep. All these guys have ring at the end of their career. People forget Luka is just 25. Yep. And once he get number one, then it's, oh, can he get number 2? But, it's still early. He got 1, but we got to see if he can get 2. You already know how it's going to go. Richard Case in the building. What's up, Richard? Did y'all see the article on Tony Brothers being called out about making the games about him? About time. Salute to Tony Brothers, though. We got hella free throws yesterday. I don't know if y'all saw it. We ended up getting 31 free throws to the Timberwolves 17. Now, that's easy to explain, and I'll pull it up here in a second. I'll go over that the free throw discrepancy. But I ain't gonna lie, it was nice to kind of win a free throw disparity argument for once. Like we finally got one. But let me go ahead and let's finish up this video from Undisputed and see what else they got to say.
You have to. Starting to feel like that defense is a fraud. Okay, go ahead. All right.
Yeah, I heard what he said, man. By the way, send me links on what y'all want me to see, man, because I could only scroll and find something as fast as possible. If y'all know something that is out there that's that y'all want me to check out, send it in the comments below. But here we go. Keyshawn Johnson throws a shot at the mention of that skip. Let me add Richard Case to the channel. What's up, Richard Case? How you doing, bro? You on, Richard? Can you hear me, Richard? I'll come back to you, Richard. I'll come back to you. By the way, the link is below for those that want to hop on the show and give their takes on what's going on or what we're going over, or just their Game 3 overall takes. I do think Skip Bayless here, he's lost the plot. That's kind of crazy. To say that Luka's being sarcastic about Kyrie taking the shots, I don't know what to say to that. That's insane. Hey, Nancy, how you doing?
Hey, TGK, how are you?
Doing good. I'm
gosh, where do I get started with that whole thing just now from Skip? And I'm glad I'm glad I actually had the opportunity, because The thing that's always bothered me about the media, and I've kind of said this before, is they keep holding on to old narratives. And
Mm-hmm.
Skip has had this narrative since last year about, Luka pouting, Luka not being happy about what Kyrie's coming in to do. If you remember the way Kyrie came in, is what we talked about the other night. And Kyrie came in so battered, bruised from coming from Brooklyn that I remember the quote that he had said in one of the very first conferences he said and he said, well, when a reporter had asked him about how he felt about it, because of course they tiptoed into the back stuff, and he said, "Well, I just want to play for a team that doesn't just tolerate me. I want to play for a team that celebrates me. In other words, I want you guys to want me and all my talents and everything else." Just because I made a decision about my body, I have that right. And he's basically been crucified since then. But then, because Skip was on board with all that stuff, he's really come around a lot on Kyrie. He's been on the train, though. I got to give him credit. He's been on the train for Luka for a while now. Ever since Luka quotes, it seems to me Skip has levels, that King and Rel and these guys talk about. Like, okay, Luka's this fantastic. He's this amazing, but I need him just to do a little better with his 3-point shooting. I need him just to do a little bit better with his, foul shooting. And once he started to do that, he hopped on board full-fledged. Like, he's been on this train before ESPN, before all the other talking heads. It's been Legler and him. And like him or hate him, I don't always agree with his takes, but he has a lot of good takes. And the thing about him is he goes to stats. He doesn't just give you fluff. But the only thing I don't agree with this whole narrative, and he's been saying this since last year, like people outside of the Mavericks, and even the Mavericks didn't know what Luka was dealing with off the court, right? But Luka was also hurt at the end of last year for a good portion of that time. And when you're that hurt and you see this as you watch him battle through like a real warrior for us here in these finals and these playoffs, is it makes him exhausted. And when you're exhausted, your emotions come to the top. And he had all that off-court stuff going on. That's not there this year. So yes, there was a feeling out point, but they all seem to forget that Luka stamped the seal of approval to bring Kyrie here. So he wanted him here, and what they don't get is he kept him in touch with him to make sure he came back. So those feelings that they're talking about in that narrative, even Paul's jumping in there, and Keyshawn, I just have to shake my head at sometimes because he just didn't have a clue who the Mavs even were. But I don't want I want everybody else a chance to talk. So, but yeah, I just wanted to say that narrative is wrong, and it's been wrong since last year.
Yeah, and to add to that, it's that like when you watch this stuff, right? And I know people tell me maybe you shouldn't watch these things and react to them anymore. I'm like, well, no one else does. Somebody got to do it, right? But also, like I react to it because they have a larger reach to more of the generic or the general casual fan base, and to them they might not be able to see the actual things that these teams are doing. So if there's someone to push back on these things, and that's what I feel like I'm here for. But what's up, Big J? How you doing?
What's going on, man?
You already know, man. We going to Four Corners Game 4, or what we doing?
I mean, I might have to come over there.
What's up, man? What's your takeaways of Game 3, bro? How you feeling?
Like I said, I was happy with Game 3. I've been, ever since last night, I've been watching all the stuff. I've, had ESPN on since the game went off, basically, watching their takes and then checking out some of the other online folks. And like I said, it's interesting. I mean, they're all starting to come around. Even I heard Stephen A. was giving, positive reviews of the Mavs, talking about how it's one of the best offensive duos. And, like I said, there's still some hatred, to some extent, but I think they just know at this point it's obvious there's not much they could do. And even somebody made the same point that I was making, that the Celtics really haven't seen anybody. Everybody they come across has been hurt or hobbled. So to sit there and act like the Celtics are this battle-tested team, like we've gone through the gauntlet on the Western side. They've had a bunch of easier teams that have all been hurt or lost their best players during their season, during their matchups. So it's like, yeah, it's not close. And even then, they still struggled because I mean, look at game 2 with Boston. I mean, not with Indiana. They were struggling without Halliburton in the game, and I'm like, how are you struggling with Halliburton? I mean, it was down to the wire, and I'm like, even the first game was down to the wire. You know, it was lucky that Siakam stupidly didn't foul on the inbound pass when they could have had just 2 instead of taking it 3 to send it overtime. So it's been real iffy on that thing, but they act like there's some dominant, run that they're on a historic run that Boston's on because they've been playing a bunch of beat up easy teams.
Yep, and that's why I think it's gonna be crucial come NBA Finals time. Let me get Jared up here right quick before I get to you, DV, because he got a camera on, and when you got a camera on, you get priority around here. No, just jokes. But what's up, Jared?
Hey, man, what's going on? I'm not sure how good y'all can hear me. I'm driving in my car right now. I was trying to get it connected to my Bluetooth in my ear, and it's coming through the car speaker, so it probably sounds like garbage. If so, I apologize. I'm almost home, and I'll get it adjusted then. But had to go to Lowe's to get some paint because I'm painting my basketball court in my backyard today.
Oh, nice. You got a backdoor basketball court, bro?
Yes, sir. I got the concrete put in about a month ago, and I coach my daughter's team. We just got done with our spring season about 8 days ago, and we're gearing up for playing in the summer. We got 1 month to go, and then we'll be out there playing again every Saturday. And I'm getting the court painted up in her team colors, and I'm going to put her logo on and all that good stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. Damn, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember as a kid, my dad helped me set up this basketball court in the backyard. I didn't have like a full, it was like a small little slab of concrete, but yeah, man, that goes a long way, man. That's awesome. Give me your thoughts of Game 3, bro.
Man, Game 3 was actually the first one that I was able to watch from start to finish because I was luckily off of work, so I was able to actually sit down at the house and enjoy it. And I'll tell you what, whenever they made that run and they took that lead, I'm glad that I was the only person in my house because my kids would have heard the words that they're not supposed to hear.
Yeah.
But, of course, it's like, all right, stay calm. We've been in this same situation multiple times.
Yep.
Even these playoffs, let them gather themselves, let them get their composure, slow it down a bit. But I really do believe that if Lively wouldn't have been taken out at the 3.5 minute mark of the second freaking quarter, that it would have been a blowout because they weren't containing him. He has hands down been the best big man this entire series, and he's coming off the bench.
Yep. Big time. Man, I'm glad no one was at home when you saw the stuff going down, though.
I mean, the cats heard it, but the cats can't tell on me, so it's fine.
Yeah, they always look upset anyway,
Yeah.
Richard, are you back, Richard, or you where you at, man? All right, no Richard yet. DV, what's up?
You.
Go and give me your game.
I'm back.
Oh, man, Richard. What kind of delay is that, Richard? What's up, TMP?
What's up, my guy? Morning Mavness. I love it.
Morning Mavness.
It's a bad one.
It's awesome.
Richard Case, I feel like I'm saying something and you barely respond 10 seconds later. Let's see. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's about right.
6. Yeah. Dang, Richard. All right, everyone just wait for Richard. Richard, give me your Game 3 thoughts, man. We're going to wait for you.
It's a great game. I was paranoid about Lively. I was worried, scared to death that it was a concussion protocol. Can't lie about it, and that would have severely messed us up. Thank God that didn't happen. I still would rest him. I'm overly precautious, especially with a 19-year-old kid. I don't want his marbles being scrambled around. He's too smart of a kid. If you got to rest him and we take a loss, we take a loss. We're a good team. We can overcome it. Yeah, and other than that, Frank, no, I wasn't asleep. My damn crappy Bluetooth was screwing up. I'm awake in the morning time. It's 11 o'clock at night. I might be snoring.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you, man. DV, let me get your thoughts of Game 3, man, before we go to TMP.
Great game, man. Nothing too major. Obviously, Lively going down kind of gave them a little leeway to come back into the game because they could go to the rim and such. And then that Edwards poster and Gafford really got them momentum to come back.
Yeah.
But of course, they don't have the closers like us, so
Yeah, they don't got the closers like us. They definitely don't. What's up, TMP, man? Go ahead and give me your Game 3 thoughts, bro.
Yeah, I mean, just so much great stuff has already been said. I've been listening for a while. But one thing I just want to point out is how incredibly well the Mavs as a team shot last night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, Luke and Kyrie, they're like you just said, they're your closers, they're your superstars. But like, just catch this. Like, the Mavs shot 56% from the field last night, and 50% from three, and 84% from free throw. Like, that's an awesome shooting night. Like, as a team, that is incredible. And that's really what kind of carried us over when Lively went down, right? Is that our shooter stepped up. D Jones had three. He went 3 for 3 from distance last night. PJ gave you 2 big threes, one in the first quarter and then one in the fourth. So you could really rely on the support guy. What's the old adage that your support guys play better at home, right? And so everyone kind of showed up last night to shoot. The defense wasn't as tight. Of course, it's just not going to be without Lively out there because he's just that defensive backbone of everything. But yeah, because I've been really hard on Gafford, like harder than a lot of people. And I don't think I'm wrong necessarily, but last night he came up in huge ways. I mean, he's a monster shot blocker, and you got to give him credit for that. He's a better shot blocker than Lively is. He's not the defender that Lively is, but as a shot blocker, he's got that skill on lock. And so I just thought it was an incredible night. I said this on my stream last night that, like, I guess this is what you say at all like awesome close playoff basketball games is like while you're watching it, you feel like you're gonna have a heart attack, but after the fact, you're like, oh man, like the exhilaration is just insane. Like I'm such a biased Homer fan, like for the Mavs. I want every other team to lose every game and the Mavs to win every game. Like that's just how I approach it. But just this idea of like it is nice in hindsight to look back at a close game and go like our guys clutched it out, because I would rather the Mavs win every game by 25 points, but like when these are character building games, right? When you have to overcome adversity, when you have to overcome certain fouls not being called, when you have to overcome freak things happening to one of your best players in D-Live, because Cat didn't mean to knee him in the back of the neck. I mean that's of course unintentional, or I want to think it is, of course. But so when you can overcome those things in a tight game without all of your best players available, and then still clutch out the win, that says a lot about the identity and character of this Mavs squad. And you just got to tip your cap.
Facts. And it also, these kind of games are backbreakers for the opponents. So yeah, we'll see how Minnesota responds come Tuesday night.
Hey,
so let's watch. Oh, go ahead, Richard.
Before you start that back up, TGK, I call bullshit. Is there anybody on the planet that did not see Mark Cuban's little interview where he went off on Kyrie and told we're bringing you in to back up Luka to be second fiddle? He basically talked down to Kyrie. And I mean, the whole world saw it. So how is Keyshawn going to sit there and say, or Skip or whoever it is, say that there was a problem with Luka and Kyrie last year? I call BS on that, man. I think they're just trying to get a talking point going.
Yeah, of course, that's what they're trying to do, and then that's what we're about to watch right now to see where it really goes, and hopefully, I think Paul Pierce is gonna correct them, but let's see what happens. Because that was a pretty crazy take there from Skip Bayless over some small comments in a post game show. It's insane. At least he recognizes that.
Good morning and welcome into First Take.
My bad. At least he recognizes that is the case. That it is the Keyshawn Johnsons of the world to shut the hell up. But yeah, man, insane game, man. Insane narratives that are go on. So I just want to get y'all's thoughts on this next game moving forward with Game 4, and how y'all feeling about it, and then if y'all want to, we could talk. Let's not talk about finals yet. Let's not be that channel. Let's talk about Game 4 and what y'all think we need to do. So let's start it off with Jared over here.
Oh man, Game 4 is going to be crucial with Derek Lively's health. I just saw that there was an update about his condition. I haven't checked it yet. If anybody has checked that from Woj and you know what's going on with that, let me know.
Luka was asked about how Kyrie carried the Mavericks.
But
yeah,
damn Skip.
So the update they said they didn't see anything in the update is what they said. There was no damage.
Okay. I was trying to look
Okay, so the update was there's no update.
No,
Okay.
they said there's no damage. So they said when they did the scan, there was no damage to his neck.
Oh, good. Okay, well, if he's there, then I think it's going to be a blowout because he's going to prove a point whenever he comes back in. As long as he's healthy, he's coming off of the bench, and he's so much more comfortable on the outside guarding the perimeter. He's better in the pick and roll than Gafford is. I love Gafford. I'm glad that we got him, but Derek Lively is the future of this team with Luka, and it's going to be very, very, very important that he's healthy in this stretch. So I'm glad that there's no damage. I hope that it's not going to be sore to where he can't play because we're already down one big man in Maxey, and he was very important whenever he does play because of the fact that he can stretch the floor. Gafford can't stretch the floor like either of those two guys can. So if you get at least Lively back and he's at least 80% of what he's been doing, he's probably still the best big man in this series at 80% because of what he's able to do. His flexibility on playing inside and out and not being uncomfortable guarding the perimeter, and we've seen that in the first two games. He was going up against Anthony Edwards on the perimeter, and he locked him up a couple of times. He's not afraid of the moment. You know, Luka's going to do his thing. Kyrie's going to do his thing. And yeah, he may be a little bit more motivated because he got called out, but he was still going to do what he was going to do because he's been in these moments. And Luka's been in these type of moments for over a decade. People tend to forget how important of a role he played over in EuroLeague a decade ago. You know, youngest EuroLeague MVP. People forget that. He came over here, he was already a champion. So he's not going to break down because of the pressure. Kyrie's definitely not going to break down because of the pressure. And those are your two leaders. You have your two leaders, cool, calm, and collected, doing the dirty work like Luka jumping down on the ground and getting a tie up at the end of a game for a jump ball. Yep. Luka took a charge. Luka took a charge, and he told them, go ahead, run it back because I was set. Yeah. That was hilarious. You know, when your leaders set the example, the rest of the guys are going to follow suit, and that's exactly what we saw last night. Because even with D-Live going out, they set the tone, they set the example, and the rest of the guys hit their shots whenever they needed to, and they locked up on D. People keep trying to say Minnesota's the best defensive team in the NBA. Well, how about the last third of the season? Because the last third of the season, it was Dallas after the trades.
Yep. Yeah, they don't want to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Hey, Jared, hit me up on one of my socials or whatever. That way we could talk about the designs and things like that, man. I was trying to find you. I just didn't know. Sometimes my Twitter don't populate the name like it should, so just hit me up.
What use those Doritos for?
The what? What about Doritos, DV?
He must be hungry, man.
Yeah, he's hungry. All right, so I just saw this on Twitter. I'm going to get back to y'all real quick, but apparently, to show you the caption, this caption says, the Celtics should be down 2-1. If you go down 18 to the Dallas Mavericks, you're not coming back. The media wants the Celtics to prove they could win in the clutch, but when they win in the clutch, they're not good enough? Question mark. Oh, this is from a Celtics channel. Let's see what they're. Great. I love it. TMP, what you think about that, man?
I think Unk is making some points. I think he's making some points there. It's nice to see a national media talking head be fair with the Mavericks, right? Like if we've got our roster healthy, we're just too good defensively to expect to be able to in a short period of time dig back from a huge hole from like our defense is there every night. Our defense is there every night. If D-Live is there, if Gaffer's there, if we can rotate them in and out like we want to, our defense doesn't back down and they don't quit. Like the shooting, as we saw in the first 2 wins in Minnesota, the support guys aren't always hitting all their shots, right? But the defense is always there. It is entirely dependable. And I think like Jared said, or maybe it was Richard said, and it's been that way for more than 30 games now. This defense has been tenacious and never back down. It's never afraid of a fight. Like we're the team. It's just so crazy as a Mavs fan to think this way. We're the team that's looking for a fight defensively. Like we're ready to step up. And if the Celtics are going to have these long lulls, I mean, they've got all the offensive firepower in the world, but if they're going to have these long lulls where they're making stupid boneheaded mistakes and not hitting their shots and they get down big to the Mavs have the 2 guys with the shovels that can bury you. Like in the way that the Pacers just simply do not. Luka and Kyrie will bury you. They won't throw away a huge lead consistently. They're going to put you away. And so it's a really good point.
Yeah. Nancy, well, what do you think about this potential matchup? Right, where this is all hypothetical. We're not trying to look too far ahead. You know,
Right.
We want to pay respect to the Timberwolves. But if Kyrie's closeout record continues to be undefeated, we should be facing the Boston Celtics. Well, what's your thoughts on this upcoming matchup potentially?
This is going to be interesting because it's not just about Kyrie going back to Boston. You know that's going to be a huge narrative. And then, of course, if Porzingis plays, there's going to be that narrative. And then, oh, wait, don't forget the narrative of JT is better than Luka. You know, but the thing that I don't think a lot of people are taking into consideration is how bad that crowd is going to be on Kyrie. Because the Boston fans aren't just like your avid regular fans. They're rabid. Like you don't even understand how bad and how disgusting and how degrading they get when they talk to him. And they're like right up on top of him courtside. And the vulgar stuff that they're saying to him is beyond what fans should be allowed to do and get away with in these arenas. But it's not just one. I get the hate that you have because he left. Well, he was a free agent. He could leave. It was apparent you guys were on the JT and the Jaylen Brown train, and that's where you guys were going. And you heard Horford, what's the guy from Charlotte there on PG's pod? He probably explained it better than anybody could have explained it. You had too much talent in one place, and they were all looking to get paid. And when you have that, that's a very dangerous combination when their coach obviously was not Phil Jackson, where he can navigate all the egos, navigate all the personalities. This guy couldn't do any of it. So I have seen Kyrie go there in a playoff and score 30, you know. So I know he's capable, but I tell you what, Kyrie, as you guys have well learned, is also an extremely emotional person. So I see him having to brace himself and prepare for it. I don't believe that we can't go in there and win by any means, because they talk about what all their players can do, but what about our defensive guys? What about PJ? What about GJJ? What about Gafford? What about Lively? You know, I think they all might have something to say about how all of a sudden JT's springing back and getting a little lively and all of a sudden showing up, because hasn't this really been, as much as they want to say what Luka needs to prove? How many times has JT been handed the keys to the kingdom and still can't get it done? And a lot of that, what they don't want to say, they want to grab one game, you know, where he can score 50 when the game is already turned around, or they want to do whatever. But a lot of those times it's been over and over and over and over again. It's JT not standing up in the big moments. You know, that's not Luka. You never have to worry about Luka not showing up in the big moments. You know, so I think this is going to be interesting. I think it's going to be shocking. Because don't you forget that one pod that we listened to when we went to listen to that Minnesota one where we were going to be run out of the building? Well, I think us being Right. Run out of the building. I don't think we got ran out of the building. And I think what everybody's saying is our defense hasn't been getting enough credit all year long. But also, you hear our two superstars saying down the stretch, if we're close, if we're in the game, we believe we can win. We believe we can win. And that's, huge. And it's a calming effect. Like you saw Luka after that humongous shot, he celebrated for half a second. And then quickly, as everybody came to him, whoa. You could see his hands going down. Wait, we ain't done yet. Because Kyrie came behind him and they're both telling him, we got 3 seconds left. This ain't over yet.
Yep.
So you have this leadership here where I'm with you guys. I understand the whole thing of, they don't, the Celtics have not battled anybody to get to where they are. So it should be interesting. I don't want to take anything for granted because they've been really pushing the Celtics all year long. So I am a little concerned about the refereeing, but we've overcome that in every series we've been in.
Yep. Appreciate that, Nancy. And I got specific questions for Big J, Richard, and DV, and then we'll see where we go from there. But for Big J, I got this question for you, man. I've been wanting to ask you. So, because you do go to a lot of Legends games and you do see all the younger talent prior to coming to the Dallas Mavericks, what are your thoughts on how Jaden Hardy has been playing so far in this Western Conference series when he really didn't get that many opportunities all season?
Everything that Jaden Hardy's doing now is the same stuff that he was doing with the Legends. He forced him to bring him up because when he was down there that first year, he got to the point pretty quickly on, probably about 10 games in, where he was averaging about 30 points. He was averaging almost 30-point triple doubles because there was nobody that could stop. He was facilitating, he was scoring, he was helping out. And so that's why we see when people talk about a third ball handler, I really did think that was going to be Jaden Hardy. And that's something that Tim Hardaway just can't give you, which, we see that. Like, we see him with the chemistry he's already got with Lively and with Gafford when he's throwing lobs to them on penetration. But I think early on in the season, I think we saw some of that from Exum, but Exum can't shoot, so the defense isn't respecting him enough. Jaden's still stepping out taking dagger threes along with creating for his other folks. So I think he's the one that has the brightest future. And, anybody that talks about, we can trade Hardy because anybody can shoot, they're insane. Because he does more than just shoot. And like I said, he has that gravity that I think once he gets a chance to play, which I think once we get rid of Tim, he'll get. I think he's going to be a big deal for us.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Let me read some comments. I didn't get to any. Taylor says, what did Luka do for a lot of people in the media to hate him? That's a great question. There, a lot of people going to have to eat a lot of crow come NBA Finals if everything goes the way we want it to go, man. A lot of crow got to be eaten. Tyler also says, I think the difference between Kai this year and past years with the crowd is he has Luka that will want to destroy them when they say one thing. Yeah. I think, what's funny is the last time I think Kyrie was in Boston during the playoffs when he was giving the fingers to the crowd, I think Kyrie knows that Luka could be more unhinged than he could be. And he probably needs to be the more calm one as opposed to Luka. So maybe he's the one that'll be able to keep them in check like he has been. So it's pretty cool. Richard Case, I got a question for you, my guy. Are you ready? Are you ready to see Maxi Kleber come back into the lineup?
Honestly, me and Joe was talking about this on Discord. I hope it wasn't recorded. Y'all, much shit as I talk about Maxi, we can use him in this game. We'll need the body. Boston's, and I can do a whole show, TGK, on this, but the thing with Boston, all of their players play. They don't have a Dwight Powell. They don't have a Maxi Kleber. They don't have a Markeith that's just on the bench that's never going to touch the floor. Everybody they have can play. And yeah, I'm still going to drive Maxi to wherever he wants to go in the offseason. But only a fool would not recognize that we need him in this series. Can we win without him? Yes, we can. I'm still going. I got Mavs in 5 against Boston. And like I said, I can do a whole show on why. But yes, I think we will need Maxi Kleber in this series.
Hey, look at Richard with the growth, man. Look at him. Pause. But yeah, look at him with the Maxi Kleber adjustment there. DFW Sports says 48 minutes away. What's good, TGK? Yeah, man. 48 minutes away from going to an NBA Finals once again. Jamana says Game 4 is tomorrow night. Yeah, I wish I could go. We'll end it off here with DV from across the pond, man. Hey, what does it mean to you for the Dallas Mavericks for the first time potentially in over 13 years to be going back to the NBA Finals with everything that has gone through the last couple of seasons, all year, all the talking points that we had, all the shows that we've been on? One, what is it going to mean to you? And two, what is your take on how that series might look like?
So obviously it's amazing the turnaround from last year to this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna pretend like I've been a major Dallas fan or anything. I mainly started watching because Kyrie came here. I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously seeing the turnaround from last year, going from tanking, drafting Lively, trade deadline, just the switch around. We gotta give Nico a lot of praise. It's incredible what he did with 1 year and now one win away from the finals. And in terms of the matchup, I believe we've got enough to take care of Boston. Obviously, a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, look how we did in the regular season," but we only played them twice. And that Boston game, the first game in Dallas, we didn't have the trades, so fair enough. And then the Boston game, we was within 2, and then Jason Kidd went small with the 4-guard lineup, and then it turned into a blowout. So I can't really use those games to say what's going to happen. But yeah, with Maxi should be. When's the finals? The 6th. I expect Maxi to be back for the finals. Same with Lively. So I think we've got a relatively good shot. And on the last night, I think Kyrie is like 0-10.
Yeah.
Against them since stomping on the logo. So eventually that streak got a break. So I expect that streak to break. Yeah.
Appreciate it, DV. Appreciate it. Jemina says, I've been sick since the start of the Western Conference Finals. Should I stay sick? Any recommendations to stay sick? No, man, get healthy, man. Kyrie's undefeated in closeout games. You're good. He's gonna. We'll make sure we advance. And I see we got about 856 people from Twitter watching right now. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all watching. If y'all don't mind subbing to the channel, coming to the channel and leaving a like on the video goes a long way. And we'll end the show off with Mr. Sticks in the building. Sticks, end us off, man.
We can't end it with a foreigner. Come on. What's going on here? I heard that. I was like, I got to join real quick. I just got back. What's up, DV? So, what was the question? No, I didn't hear the question. What are you asking everybody?
Just end us off, man. Get us hyped for Game 4.
Oh, I'm doing the hype. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We're gonna 4-0 the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're gonna whoop that ass, whether we have Lively or not, because Kyrie and Luka ain't losing anything at this point. And then we go on 4-0 against Boston because they're frauds and they suck and they're all cocky and they're like, oh, look at our win. We're so historic. Look how easily we won everybody. Yeah, you got comfortable just like OKC, and we're going to whoop that ass because you can't touch our paint. You can't shoot threes on us. Oh, but what does everybody say? Oh, it's just Cat can't shoot now. No, it's called the Mavs defense. That's what it's called. It's called we clamping everybody. And, oh, I'm so scared of who? Jason Tatum? That fraud. And then Jaylen Brown. Try to drive on us now, Jaylen Brown. Let me see how that works. Oh, what did that do to Ant? Yeah, nobody gets in our paint. So, and we're going to be lobbing and dunking all over that ass. And the Boston fans will be like, oh, what happened? What happened? Just like every other fan base. And then be like, oh, just you wait and see. You wait. Yeah, my ass. We're going to win. It's going to be embarrassing. And what this means to me is that for once in my 20-something years of watching the Mavs, that for the love of God, we actually have a full roster. We have a GM that cares. and we have a team that doesn't have Cuban running things anymore. So we will continue to stay driving. We will continue to keep being better, and we might actually have a true dynasty if things continue to go this way with what we see in our rookies that we have. So let's go, Mavs. Screw the haters. MVP Luka. Kyrie gets redemption. He's going to go in there and stomp all over them Boston fans while they scream racist crap at him and be the way Boston is. And we are going to get the final laugh. And you're going to see another Luka bending over moment with probably Tatum saying, "Oh, how's that going for you, big fella? Sorry for your luck." So that's how it goes, baby.
We broke it last night, guys. We did. King called it out.
Richard, don't mess up my final hype moment, okay? Sorry, I had to do it. I had to give you crap.
They're broke. I think we're gonna blow them out tonight. I don't think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be start to finish tomorrow. Sorry about
Both
that.
nights.
You're fine.
This game's already over.
Yeah.
Oh, they're mentally broken.
And Big J on another show. Hopefully this weekend, if the series over, we're gonna talk about that Jason Kidd point you made. We definitely will, man. But we got to get there before we can talk about those things. But appreciate it, Sticks. Appreciate you, TMP, Jared, Nancy, Richard, DV. Appreciate everybody that was watching. I hope this morning madness got out some of the things y'all been holding on to, because we love to talk to Mavs, and hopefully this is a place y'all were able to get those things out. But man. I'll just say this. Wouldn't it be nice for our two championships to be against our hated rival in the Miami Heat and one of the most...
I need you to correct you there. You said, wouldn't it be nice? It will be nice. Get your words right here, TGK.
And against one of the most known and winning this franchise in the Boston... Like, wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, man, it's been your boy TGK here with everybody. I will catch y'all tomorrow for the Mavs pregame show. Whatever time it starts, I think it starts at 7:30 or 7, whatever time it starts. An hour before that, we will be live. Appreciate y'all being here. It's been your boy TGK, and we are out.